Realmente, quando dizemos crescimento ou perspectiva mundial, pode ter dois sentidos. Pode ser que nós falamos sobre a economia ou a população. O antigo Ocidente, no futuro, vai ser menos de 10% da população mundial. 80% da população mundial vai viver em África e Ásia, e o Oceano Índico vai ser o centro do mundo, dos negócios do mundo. Eu tenho uns pequenos conselhos para investimentos. E se vocês têm dinheiro extra, vocês devem comprar um pedaço da praia do Somália, não é? Não, é sério, vocês estão a rir agora. Vocês jovens lá, lembram em 30 anos de agora, eu estive numa vez em Estoril, numa conferência, quando uma professora sueca, Luca, disse que ia comprar praia em Somália, eu não fiz.
Imagine that I'm a company that through innovation, I created a new pill. That pill is supposed to solve a particular sickness, but when tested in the American market, it produces some kind of rash to the Americans. So the company says we can either eliminate the pill and continue with the research until it is completely clear and clean, or let's sell it in Latin America, where it will cure them from dying, but it will give them rash. Should I sell the pill in Latin America or not?
No.
Why?
Because it's not good enough to settle
Okay,
for
I'm
a
gonna
mediocre
play the
result.
cynical with you. Why not? If we don't give it to the Latin Americans, they're gonna die. A rash? I mean, they don't die out of it. The panel is very challenging because those three words, growth, innovation, and sustainability, as we saw in the panel, have different meanings, not only depending on the region that you are applying them, but it's also as a function of what industry you're talking about, what company you're talking about, what environment you're talking about. So one of my biggest challenges was to make them converge. It's important to show progress in the direction that you would like these three to move forward. So I think that within the theme of the conference, which is global challenges and local solutions, we made progress.
As long as the Latin American regulation allows that pill, I think...
Well, we're not going to tell them much. I mean, it's going to be only a rush.
No, don't say that.
Okay,
rules,
we're going to tell
the
them.
rules,
Full
the
disclosure.
rules.
We're going to have a picture
What do the rules
rash.
say?
I could envision that if in the absence of an alternative, that a medication that would lead to a rash but would save you from something bad would be totally acceptable.
Innovation is not just in terms of technical innovation. As I said in my talk, there are many other types of innovation, such as business model innovation, application innovation. Portugal needs something to drive its growth, so I think innovation would be a good aspect of that. It's a small country, but there are other small countries like Switzerland and the Netherlands that are doing better economically. Guess who has driven up the commodity prices? China, most of all. China has been well known for imitation. What we're finding is that China is stepping forward in innovation. So if you're afraid of competition from China when they were imitating, now you can be really afraid.
It's a very important conference where you are being able to position yourself as the next Davos, the next World Economic Forum, because more and more people are seeing you as the center that you can attract. And by keeping the topics the way you're doing it, like these global challenges, local solutions, you are making people think beyond just only Portugal.
This conference is trying to position itself in between what Davos does and the Porto Alegre conference, so combining both social and economic. I would like to see this conference place a bit more emphasis on the business aspects and not just on the social and the political, which this conference has emphasized a great deal.
Este sempre era sítio internacional há muito tempo. E o futuro do Estoril depende do futuro do mundo. Este é muito importante de perceber. O futuro de Estoril não depende tanto do futuro do Portugal ou do futuro da Europa, depende do futuro do mundo.
the whole message at the end of the day is not what happens during the conference, because during the conference many people are excited, you see many people and then they all talk and so on and so forth. It's the follow-up, what actually happens afterwards. So if you think about it, the beauty of Davos and the World Economic Forum is that they write reports, they generate some kind of material that is the follow-up of what happened in the conference. So you should not let the conference die at the conference. This should be the beginning, the place where people start thinking, and then from here we take it to the next level.
I'll make some remarks about the way that we are handling the debt crisis in Europe and what it's doing to our economies and the single currency project. You might realize that they are angry remarks. I try to hide my anger, but I'm extremely angry as a Cypriot.
It was very good. I really enjoyed the conference because it had a good combination of academics and policymakers and people from the business world. And I think that's a very healthy combination to discuss the issues we were discussing about what would bring employment and growth in Europe and Portugal in particular.